We're learning about African masks and symmetry. So I've got examples of different styles of African masks, and we can see that if I divide them in half, they are symmetrical. Whatever happens on one side also happens on the other. Okay? So every design pattern, if it's on one side, it's repeated on the other. So you will have these papers to look at for you to help get ideas. You will also have the mask shapes paper. This is going to help us deciding on what shape we want our face to be. You could choose an idea from here, or you could look here. It does not matter. But to create a face that is symmetrical or the same on both sides, we're going to start by folding our paper in half. Then we are going to draw half of the face on one side. So in the diagram, you can see examples of if my paper's folded and I drew that. When I unfold it, it would look like that. So there's lots of different examples of how to draw. You can choose something from here, or you can make up your own. There are a few rules that you do have to follow. Rule number 1 is wherever you draw, you have to draw on the side that's folded. You cannot draw on this side because you will not get a face shape. You'll get two separate halves and you will be sad. So you have to draw on the folded side. So if I'm drawing a head, I'm drawing it on the side where the fold is, okay? So you can see here in the diagrams, they are all drawn on the folded side, not the side that opens. So once I know that I'm going to be drawing on the right side, I need to make sure that I'm drawing big enough. If I draw an oval that's really, really skinny like that, I'm gonna have a very, very skinny mask. If I draw a shape that's really, really short and doesn't take up the paper, I'm gonna have a really tiny mask. I want my mask to be big, so you're trying to get to the edges of your paper. So like this, that's not big enough. That's going to be teeny tiny, and I'm wasting all of this paper. If you accidentally draw incorrectly, you can flip it over and do it on the other side. Just make sure that you are on the fold side. So when I draw, I'm going to draw nice and big. Get all the way towards the edges of my paper. I don't want a whole lot of paper left over. Now I'm ready to cut this out. I'm going to cut it out while it's folded. When I cut with my scissors, and there's lots of curves and angles, I'm using this hand to turn my paper. I am not turning the scissors. I am turning the paper. All right. So once I'm done, you can see my mistake is over here, but that's okay. This is gonna turn the side that you drew on, that's gonna turn into the back. You're gonna write your name on the back of it. Then you're just gonna fold it in the other direction, and this will be the front. And that's what you're getting done today.